All right, in this explainer, we're going to break down a really powerful smart money concept strategy. The whole idea here is to get you thinking and, actually trading like the big banks. We're going to build the complete high-probability sell model piece by piece.
So let me ask you something. Does it ever feel like the second you enter a trade, the market just snaps back, stops you out, and then goes in the direction you predicted? That feeling like you're being hunted? Yeah, you're not crazy. That's what it feels like to be the bank's liquidity.
But what if you could flip that whole script? I mean, what if instead of being the bait, you could learn to see exactly where the big institutions are setting their traps, and you could trade with them? That is the absolute core of what we're talking about today. We're making a shift from being a victim to, well, following the smart money.
Look, this is not about having some crystal ball or trying to guess the future. It's about learning to read the story that the chart is telling us right now. You see, smart money, it leaves footprints. And this strategy, it's a clear, repeatable process for spotting those footprints and executing some really high probability trades.
So here's our game plan. It's a simple 4-step framework. First, we got to figure out the overall direction of the market. Second, and this one's tough, we wait patiently for the perfect price. Third, we zoom in and pinpoint our entry with laser precision. And finally, the most important part, we manage our risk like a pro. So let's get into it.
Okay, let's dive right into step one. Everything, and I mean everything, starts right here on the higher time frames. Think the 1 hour or the 4-hour chart. We have to know the dominant market direction before we even dream of placing a trade. This is our foundation.
So what are we actually looking for? It's pretty simple, really. A clear downtrend. A classic series of lower highs and lower lows. But the real confirmation, the key signal that tells us sellers are absolutely in control, is something we call a bearish break of structure.
Now, a break of structure, or BOS for short, isn't just any old move down. Oh no. This is the moment when price powerfully smashes below a previous significant low point. This right here is our green light. It tells us that the selling pressure isn't just there, it's actually picking up steam. After that big, powerful move down, the institutions have basically shown their hand. So our job is to play detective.
This image is for illustrative purposes only. To gain a deeper and more structured understanding, join my community, where you will have access to comprehensive materials and detailed guidance.
We need to find the origin of that move, that supply zone, which is often a specific candle or order block that kicked the whole thing off. We also scan for any price imbalances, these things called fair value gaps. This area, together, is what we call the trap zone.
A fair value gap is basically an inefficiency. It's a spot on the chart where price moved so fast in one direction that it left this imbalance behind. The best way to think about it is like a vacuum or a price magnet. The market just has this natural tendency to revisit these spots to rebalance things, and that's exactly what we're waiting for it to do.